I'm Julia Jackson, and this is Music Unite.
This is James with Music Unite. I'm with the masters of hillbilly harmony, Scattered Hamlet. Guys, introduce yourselves.
How you doing? I'm Jeremy. I play bass.
I'm Adam. I sing and play some guitar sometimes and banjo.
Jake, play drums.
I'm Nate. I play guitar and slide.
Cool, guys. One of the things I want to ask you is, I know you guys are on tour right now. It's hot. It's summer. You guys are in a van. How does that affect the dynamics of your tour?
Well, that is the dynamic of it. It's like we were just talking to our manager not too long ago, and for new bands going on a tour, it's always like, so you mean you're just hanging out in Walmart parking lots and like grilling? Yes, that's basically what we did. One of us was in the you were in the coffee shop. We were at Walmart, which is a righteous place. You know, if you ever see the people in Walmart, just you can want to go see it in real life, just go stand there for a little while, and that's what we killed about 3 hours before we came over here to meet all you folks.
Nice. So does that dynamic, does that help you guys in your writing style, or do you guys just jam together? How does that work for you guys?
Yeah, I'd say. You know, I mean, it's part of the bonding experience. Like, I think, you know, when we spend time with each other on the road and, you know, don't kill each other and learn how to, like, work out differences without getting on each other's nerves, like, it makes you play better together, I think, for sure.
So far.
Pretty
well. No one's got hurt yet. So.
Well, Jake got put in the camel clutch the other night.
I asked for it.
But he kicked me several times, and we were drinking, and we put him in the camel clutch. Which
luckily we had a day off, so my back got to recover the next day.
I know one of the questions that people are going to have is Scattered Hamlet. How did you guys come up with that moniker?
Well, Scattered Hamlets are actually like a slang term for like small mountain communities or small towns, and I grew up in what you'd probably consider a scattered hamlet in like Appalachia, like in Pennsylvania and the southwestern corner, almost in West Virginia, and it was a scattered hamlet. And I was just one day I was flipping through an old Civil War book, and it was in the chapter of it was Scattered Hamlet. I was like, I'm going to use that someday. And
awesome.
Some days now.
So you guys, in this modern day rock that we're seeing with all these electronic bands and industrial style bands, you guys got that southern flavor. Being young guys, how did you guys come about with that?
Well, for me particularly, I'm sure we all have our own stories how we got there, but I was my brother is a good bit older than I am, but when I was a kid, he wouldn't let me listen to crappy music or crappy guitar players, which meant that he made me sit down and, listen to he made me learn all the words to What's Your Name, like when I was like 5 years old, like, so I would be like walking around the house singing Skinner and Kiss and stuff, so it's all his fault, basically. So anytime I do something dumb, like, dude, you started it, man.
Awesome. So you guys are on tour, bouncing back and forth. What's your next stop after you just were in Colorado, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good.
Yeah, we're heading to Vegas tomorrow or tonight for we're playing at the Cheyenne Saloon. We're doing a show there, and then after that we're going on to Tempe, Arizona for an MMA fight that we're playing at.
Awesome. So your music that you guys got out, you've got a 4-song EP that's available on your website and Amazon, which is where a lot of people go. You've got a single that just came out, too. It's just an internet single. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, we just released it through iTunes pretty much.
Awesome. And do you guys have any plans on releasing a full-length album in the near future?
We're just thinking about that. We're sitting on a lot of material, and we have some stuff that's ready to go to be mixed and mastered, and we might do it because the whole internet's kind of changed everything, so we're kind of experimenting a little bit with the stronger single. Kind of people get excited, if we do it the single way, every few months we can bust out a new single. So we're thinking we'll probably do at least one more internet single before we start to commit into putting something else to pressing.
We think this is a really exciting time in the music business right now. I mean, we're really on the frontier of a whole new thing, and we're excited and proud to be a part of it, and we're looking forward to using the internet to get it done, and videos and content and anything we can do to people who are into it. We want to provide content that makes them happy and that we're proud of, and that's really what it comes down to.
Awesome. So you guys want to keep taking your music to the road and selling it that way? You guys want to be a hard-working road band, right?
Yeah, it's a blue-collar approach. I mean, yeah, we see it like as, we're primarily a live show. I mean, we obviously, like to get good recorded stuff too, but, we want to make sure that, people see it live. Like, because live music is, you know, I don't want to say it's dying, but it's definitely a hard thing to sustain. You know, when people can open up like a club and play, you know, and everybody just kind of bobs their heads back and forth and grinds on women, and you know, and
not that we're against grinding on women, by the way.
Yeah.
Not that we're against any of those things, but it doesn't move me. You know, like I have no problem with that music. And
there's no passion.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it. You know, like and that doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't come and it's magical for them. But I do believe that there's a lot of people that are sitting around that doesn't do anything for them. They want to hear a Marshall plugged into a Les Paul, and that's what we like to do.
That's us.
So going back to that Marshall Les Paul thing, that's the classic rock formula. You guys adhere to that, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing better than a Marshall through Les Paul. It's tried and true. People have done it for years and years and years, ever since, you know, 60s, 70s. And it works, so why not keep doing it?
Awesome.
Yeah, we've had people come in, you know, with a million different, you know, like when we were meeting the band, you know, having different, like, oh, I can get that sound with this. I'll be like, sure, you can go, let's see what you got. And they'd come in and play it. I'll be like, about one song a minute, like, can you just go ahead and plug into the Marshall?
No, well, that's funny is all these new amp companies with modulating amps, they're trying to make that Marshall sound when you could just stick with the true Marshall sound.
They're trying hard, but it's not working. Yeah.
That's sort of our philosophy. It's like, you can modulate it, you can do it, and maybe it will be, but it's like, why? You know, like, I would just rather go over, you know.
Yeah, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here.
Exactly.
We like gear. We like gear, and we're pretty proud of what we play through and what we use, and some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so tell me about the Hell Riders.
Oh, yeah. Well, we like motorcycles and folks that ride motorcycles, and you know, we had a song called Hell Riders, or Hell Rider, and it turns out, like, you know, some fans got together and, like, you know, they want to be like Hell Riders, and like they were, you know, Little Dave and those guys. Gave Dave a shout out. He was calling himself that, and so he was kind of getting people on the internet to call themselves Hell Riders, and I was like, that's pretty damn cool. So we'll take it. You know, like I like it. You know, I like, especially when somebody that's moved by your music comes up with it. Like, it's cooler than if we came up with it and be like, hey, you're going to be a Hell Rider, which is still cool, but, you know, I'm glad it was somebody that wasn't in the band. You know, it's like, sweet, it makes some better story.
It's organic. Like, it's not contrived.
Yeah,
and actually, that's, I think, the best part about this band is it's honest. It's from the heart. Adam spent a long time coming up with the idea of what he wanted to do, and it's unabashed. He's unapologetic about doing it, and he's got our support, clearly. Yeah, we say, you know, we're equal love of, you know, everything to Grand Ole Opry, 3 generations of Hank, to Big American Made V-Twins, to Led Zeppelin. You know, anything that's just, anything with passion in it that's done well. Like, I mean, like, we're looking at your wall in here, like, and, you know, we could have I could just have just as long a conversation with you about Rush's 2112 as you can about Pink Floyd, or Up in Smoke. And, it's great stuff. Or Jaeger, for that matter.
Or Jaeger, for that matter.
That's the thing that I like about your EP. I put it on, and I feel that raw energy, and it makes me just want to drive fast and you know, snarl at the world. So
that's a good call.
That's cool.
We consider our music definitely great driving music.
That's actually the second time I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. That I like to put your music on and drive.
You just keep getting faster, faster, faster. Like, holy jeez, the song's over. You're like, okay, slow down.
Yeah, I have a ticket from the good state of Utah to prove that.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun like that, you know, and it's cool that you did that, you know, because I think for any musician or Brian, anybody in this room can tell you the same thing, you know. You can hear that one song that can take you to that place or put you in a particular mood or make you experience something, you know, good and bad, you know, and if we can be a little part of that somehow in somebody else's life, it's like that, you know, that's a pretty cool thing to somebody we may never have met before, or maybe we'll never meet, you know, like, and it's to have, I mean, like you were just saying, we were talking about Skinner outside, you know, like, I mean, most of those fellas pass away before they were 30 years old. I bet they have no idea how many people, like, you know, in the world that they touched in that brief little period of time with that music, and, you know, that's special, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Music has been most people's friend. It's been their comforter, their aggression getter outer. It touches people in many different ways, in many different forms, and through music, a lot of people express who they are.
Yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't matter what it is. You know, like we always say, like, you know, we like music that's done well. You know, it doesn't necessarily matter what kind of music it is. You know, if you'd hear some of the stuff that's in our iPod, you'd be like, really, guys?
Yeah,
you know, they're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, with passion.
But if it's good,
it's good.
Listen to it.
You know, and listen to it. You can learn something from it, or make you feel a certain way, or, you know, maybe Jake and I'll start dancing later to some.
I think Adam just touched on something big too. Is that you could always learn something, and I think that's one of the core components of this band. Is that we always feel like we're learning still. It's a work in progress, and we're constantly learning, picking up tricks, and that's what being on tour is like. Being on
Yeah.
tour is like College of Music. Man.
Yeah,
It's
one of my
like-
favorite things is going out on tour with other bands and, you know, seeing what they can bring to the table, what they play.
Yeah.
You know, we saw the band the other night out in Denver, and
Yeah,
you know,
walking away with like a million ideas.
Yeah,
Like, dude, that was
exactly.
sick when they
Oh,
did
yeah.
that, you know, like,
Yeah.
and it's not copying, it's like,
Well, I'll blow them up.
Yeah.
FM Ruckus, check them out.
yeah.
Or
MF
MF Ruckus,
Ruckus,
sorry,
yeah.
MF Ruckus. Oh, that was embarrassing.
yeah.
MF Ruckus, check them out. Like
Yeah,
they're sick.
they
You
were-
definitely they're worth checking out.
And the Melodramas.
And
is that who-
Melodramas,
They were
yeah.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys were sick too.
I think
Like,
they've been the #1 metal band in Salt Lake City for like 4 years running.
Yeah, we
by the
played
way.
with these two bands, and we were just like, yeah, you know, like, and I mean, you know, we play with a lot of bands, you know, so when somebody like really sticks out in your head, and all four of us are in unanimous agreement,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that really stuck out in our head, you know, and for many different ways, and
You'll have one of us who's like, hang on, and they run around, dude, come
Yeah,
in here,
yeah,
come in here,
you
you
gotta
gotta
see
see
this,
this band. Like, yeah, it's passion,
It's
man.
all part of the
It's
fun.
what we love,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
Well, thank you guys. I know we're gonna see a couple acoustic sets from you, and I really appreciate you guys coming down and talking to us. I hope you guys carry strong and keep rolling on, and we look forward to seeing more from you guys.
Great. And
Right on.
thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
You know, we're
Yeah.
stoked to be here.
This is James from Music Unite. Let music